Alright, so I've already shown you how to graph an inequality on the calculator, how to solve an equation on the calculator. So this how-to video is about graphing compound inequalities on the calculator. You can find your solutions just like we've done before in one of the other videos. The only thing I'm going to show you this time is how to put it in as a compound. So first of all, whenever you want to graph anything on your calculator, first of all you turn it on. And then we're going to go to our, let me put these over here. We're going to go to our y equals button. And then make sure everything that's in there is out. So we're going to clear it. And we're going to put in our compound inequality. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put in, remember we don't use the A, we use the X next to the green alpha button. And it is right here. We're going to put in a minus 3, just like it is. And remember, to get to your inequality sign, we hit second and math, and we go down to logic, and ours is less than or equal to, so we go down to less than or equal to, and we put that in. So let me write this down here so you know, so you can get to this by second and math on the calculator, and second and math. That's how you get to those on both of them. We're putting those in just like we did before, and we're going to do -7. Alright, so now I've got that compound word there, and it is or. So to get to that compound word, all we have to do is hit second and math, but this time we go over to logic to get the word or. So I'm going to go to, let's see, second and math, and then I'm going to go over to logic, and I'm going to get the word or, and I'll hit enter there. And then I just put in my second inequality, and I'm going to go ahead and do that now. So it is, let's see if you can see there, it is x plus 5, and I have to hit second and math to get my greater than or equal to. There it is, and 10. Alright, so I put the whole thing in y1, and then to get my graph, I just hit the graph. So this is what your graph looks like. And remember, let me get it a little bit closer so you can see it a little bit better there. So your shaded area is the part, the blue line above the number. So if I count over here, and I count my tick marks over, I'm going to be going over to +5. That is this tick mark over here, and the other one I'm going to be going over to -4. That's my tick mark over there, -4. Remember, I have line underneath, so closed dots at both. So closed dots at both. And then from those points, if you look here at the graphing screen of the window, the part above the x-axis is where I shade. So I shade from 5 over this way and 4 over that way. And that is my or compound inequality. Alright, so now I'm going to have to show you how to graph an compound inequality that looks like this. Alright, what we've discovered in class is if it's written in 3 chunks like this, we can't actually just put it directly in the calculator. Okay, so what we have to do is we have to take this middle part here and write it 2 times. First time, include what comes before it on the middle part. Let me scoot this over a little bit. And the second time, include what comes after it. And whenever you have those 3 chunks together, you just have to know that that's an and compound inequality. So this is and. Now, once we have it written like this right here, we can put it in the calculator and graph it. We just cannot put it in the calculator when it is written this way, because it's not worked out very well for us in class. So here's what's going to happen. To put this in the calculator, just like everything else, we're going to put it in, first of all, go to y equals, anything in there, clear it out. And we're going to put this problem in there exactly like it is, exactly like we rewrote it. 2. To get our less than symbol, it is second and math. And we want to go down to less than. And then we're going to put our x next to our green alpha button, +4. Then I had to get my compound word and. It's in the same place where or is. Second, math, and over to logic, and this time I want and I'm going to put in x plus 4. Then I need my less than symbol. Second, math, and it is number 5, and I'm going to put in 10. Now once again, I hit the graph button. So remember, you can just count over your tick marks there if you need to. So here is my number line. And based on what's on the calculator screen here, I have it is over at, let's see, 6. And because there's no line underneath it, I have to know it's an open dot there. And my other one, if I count over my tick marks, it's at -2 and open there also. All right, now I have that blue line in between those 2 points above the x-axis. So that's where I shade. In between those 2 numbers, that part above the x-axis right there, that's where my shading, not the part on my x-axis. So that's how I use the calculator to graph a compound inequality.